Hey everybody, it's Wednesday night, about 8:30 Central Time. I'm a little bit late getting started, but I think I've got everything together that I need, so we'll go ahead and hop right in. As you guys join, if you will just send me a message and let me know that you're here, I would appreciate it greatly. But I'm going to go ahead and do a quick, well, I don't know how quick, honestly, Valentine project tonight. So I was in the Dollar General Market and I found this. This is the package. I'll just take this out. This cute little truck that has hearts in the back of it. I really like it. So it came with this little stand that has a groove in it. So I think, yeah, it should stand up like that, which would be super cute. And I could do it like that, but I'm not going to. I'm going to use it for something different. But it was just called a DIY wooden truck. It was $2 from the Dollar General Market. It's really heavy duty wood. It's not super flimsy. It's not going to break. But I'm not going to use the base. I'll save that for another project. But I am going to be using an embroidery hoop. Hold on, I dropped my fabric in the floor. Had it in my lap, dropped it in the floor. I'm going to be using an embroidery hoop tonight. That I think this is about a 14-inch, and it's plenty big enough for that truck to fit on. I've got some fabric. This is just that muslin fabric that I've been using for a while. I'm going to be using that. Hey, I think that says Kim. How are you tonight? And I'm also going to use chalk couture stencil. This is a buffalo check stencil that I'm actually going to paint onto my fabric. Then I'll mount the truck, and I've got some cute little Valentine tiles. So I'm just going to go ahead and just jump right in and get started. Let me move all of this stuff around a little bit. I am going to start out with my fabric. This is a scrap piece I've been cutting off of for a while. I just need it to be big enough to cover my embroidery hoop. For some reason, I'm not seeing my comments. Hold on just one second, you guys. I can't read. Hey, Anna. I can make out some of the names, but I really can't see any comments. Don't really know why. Let me see if I can do it on my phone. I just hate to miss you guys. If you say something, I want to be able to talk back to you. And for some reason, it's not working on the computer right now. And on the phone, I have to scroll down a mile. There we are. Anna, hey Mom, hey Lisa. Okay, now I can see comments. All right, so I'm doing this embroidery hoop. It's about 14 inches. Hey Mom, hey Lisa. Need to turn my volume off. It's about a 14-inch hoop. So I'm just going to make sure that I have enough fabric to cover it. You guys, I really should have ironed this fabric, but I didn't. So hopefully I'm going to stretch out most of those wrinkles when I put it together. So I'll cut off some of this scrap. I think this will be super cute. We shall see. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to use this stencil. It's chalk couture. It's a sticky back, reusable stencil. It's actually a silk screen, so the chalk paste goes through the silk, through the screen part, and stays onto my surface. I have used this many times, so it's not very sticky, but it will work for this. And I know that my stencil is not big enough to cover my entire embroidery hoop. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stripe it. I'm going to put about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 rows, maybe 6 rows of the buffalo check pattern at the top, and maybe about the same at the bottom, and then my truck will be mounted in the middle. So I just kind of wanted to line it up. Do it this way. I know it probably sounds confusing right now to you guys. Okay, so I'm just gonna put my stencil on where I want it to go. And then my truck. Yep, I think that will be perfect. Okay, so I'm using Chalk Couture paste, Chalkology paste. This is the color Storm. It's just a gray. And to get it ready to use, I usually have to add a little bit of water to it. It's been a little while since I've used this. I just spray some water in. I've got a little stir stick. Just kind of incorporate it again. I want you to see the buffalo check, but I don't want it to like scream at you. I just want it to kind of be in the background. Hey, Marissa. I'm glad you could catch me. I know it's going on 10 o'clock your time. Okay. It's still a little bit chunky, but I know that will work. So all I do is take a squeegee, dip it in my paste, cover my squeegee, and then get to putting it on my pattern or on my stencil. I'm going to move the stencil a little bit. You literally just rub it on. Especially when I'm working with fabric, I try to go all one direction all the time just to keep from having any bleed through. So anybody who's just joining, we are doing a Valentine truck on an embroidery hoop on fabric that is going to be painted with buffalo check. Be super cute. I have it in my mind anyway, so I know it's going to be cute. Go ahead and move the hoop out of the way. Hey, Lene. I did way more area than what I needed to, but that's okay. Normally when you're working with Chalk Couture products and you're doing fabric, you would use an ink and not a chalk paste. But I don't want this to, I'm not worried about this being permanent, like it's not going to go in a washing machine or anything. So I'm just going to use chalk. Okay, let me see if I've got the entire area covered. Almost. There's one little spot right here. I feel like I'm very haphazard tonight. Hey, Judy. Okay, so I'm just going to raise this up. And look, I have a buffalo check design on my fabric. Now, remember, I was trying not to do the entire piece of fabric. I just wanted to do, I'm going to leave a stripe in the middle that is not coated. So I'm going to flip it over again. Try to line it up. I'm going to put my hoop down where I think it's going to go so I know how much to cover. I think that will work. It looks pretty straight. I may be taking this out of your view for just a minute. And I wish I had ironed my fabric first, but I didn't. Okay. I'm just going to drag my chalk right over. This gives it a very distressed look. It is not going to be all prim and proper. It is not going to look like a piece of store-bought fabric that has buffalo check on it. It's just not. That is not the way it's designed to look. I think I need to go down a little bit farther. Hey, Jessica, thank you for sprinkling. Please, if you guys don't mind, sprinkle to your page. Invite your friends to watch. And by sprinkle, I mean S-H-A-R-E, okay, you guys? I think I need a little bit more at the bottom. There we go. Okay, let me throw this out of the way. I'll have to wash that later. Okay, so here's what I've got. So I've left a blank area in the middle, and some of my chalk did not come all the way through, probably because I had used that stencil twice really fast. But that's fine because the truck's going to cover over where the chalk didn't come through anyway. And remember, it's going to look distressed. Okay, let me clean this up just a little bit. Get stuff out of the way. I'm going to move this fabric aside. I'm going to let it dry. It just takes a couple of minutes. And I'm going to go back to my embroidery hoop. And I'm going to put a quick coat of paint on the outside of my hoop, because that's what will show. And I'm trying to decide. So this is what will show once I put the fabric over the middle part. The outside of the hoop's going to show. I'm trying to decide what color I want to paint it. I actually think I'm going to do red. We will see. I'm using Aleene's all-purpose acrylic paint. Acrylic paints dry really fast. Hey, Tina. Thank you for sprinkling, Mom. I am so glad to see you join us, Tina. Okay, I'm just going to coat this really fast. I don't need to do the inside because the inside's not going to show, but I need to do that top edge and the outside edge. If it goes on the inside, that's fine too. I just don't need to paint that. Kind of doing it left-handed here. Right-handed, but everything's on the wrong side. I have had this project planned for a couple of days and just have not had time to do it. But I really want to use that truck. And after I saw it in the little stand that it came with, I really kind of want to go back and get another one and paint the truck and keep it in the stand. I think it's super cute. Now, when I get up here to the top where the actual hook is on the embroidery hoop, I don't really have to worry about covering all of that metal. It's not going to show. That is going to have a hanger on it. And, of course, a bow. Okay, it's looking pretty good. I really like working with these hoops. It makes a great surface. Fabric is super inexpensive to craft with because it doesn't take very much. So sometimes if you're making a project and you're having to buy wood or find a piece of scrap wood somewhere, it can be more cumbersome. But if you have an embroidery hoop, you can always pick up, like a fat quarter for $1 at Walmart in the fabric department. As a matter of fact, I got one today that's super cute. It'll be for another project. It's red with little black polka dots. And that fabric I'll be using for something else another day. Hey, Ashley, thank you for joining us. Now my comments are showing up on the computer. They weren't earlier. This red is definitely bright and cheerful. Okay, I've got the outside covered all the way around. I'm not doing the inside because that's not going to show. And for right now, I'm not going to do the back. Well, I might. We'll see. Let me see how fast I can get this dry. Pull out my new toy, my heat gun, for a minute. Ashley, where are you joining us from? Okay, this will only take a second. I may go ahead and do the back side. I just want to get it dry enough to lay it down. A lot of times I will wait and do the back side later after I'm live when I'm finished. But when I put fabric on here, I know it's going to make a mess. So I can't do the back side once the fabric's on. So I'm going to go ahead and do it real fast. And after I get this, I'll lay it aside and just let it dry on its own. And we will paint that cute little Valentine truck with the hearts. I have not been shopping in the Dollar General Market. Well, Ashley, I'm glad that you have joined us. I haven't been shopping in the Dollar General Market very much, but I'm going to tell you guys, they have got some cute stuff. Cute home decor pieces that you can take and just spruce it up just a little bit and have something really, really cute for your house for just a couple of dollars. And you know, we love bargains. For sure. I actually bought a sign for $4. I should have brought it in here to show you guys. It was $4. And I put it out on display. I did not change anything about it. I did not doctor it up at all. But it is super cute. I know, Anna. I'm all fancy with my cute little heat gun. And it's pink, which is my favorite color. Not really my favorite color, but it's my favorite girly color. Okay, I'm gonna lay this aside. I'm running out of places to lay aside. Maybe I can just leave it where it was at. Hey Patsy, thank you for sprinkling. Thank you for joining us. This is already dry. I'm gonna toss it back here. You guys, if you paint very much, keep baby wipes next to you. It'll help keep your hands clean a little bit and your surface area, especially if you forget to bring parchment paper with you. Okay, I'm going to move on to my truck. I had to find it. And I'm trying to decide, I think I want it, I don't know if it matters what direction I have it going or not. Coming or going. I don't think it matters. Now, I haven't totally decided what color I'm painting everything on the truck. I've got a gray background, gray on cream. I've got a red embroidery hoop. Are you guys having, can everybody see the surface area, or am I? My computer just looks crazy tonight, and according to that, you can't really see what I'm doing. I think I'm going to paint this truck black. As a matter of fact, I know I am, because I've got a really cute ribbon I'm going to use, and it's got black trucks on it. I think I'm going to do this black. We'll see. I've already got the black paint poured now. Get a good paintbrush. And then I'll have to do my tires gray, maybe, if I do the truck black. We'll see. We will see how it goes. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and start painting. I think it needs to be black. We'll add some other color somewhere. The hearts have got to be painted. The rail of the truck bed has to be painted a different color. Maybe I could do the fenders a different color. Trying to paint a straight line. The only thing about this is all of my sections are not, don't have actual clear borders to them. So I'm going to have to create a border with a straight line. So that's a little difficult sometimes for me. Think I can do it? This will be super cute when it's done though. If you're painting a truck, you're doing it, you choose your colors. You choose it the way you want it to be for you. That's the good thing about crafting. You do it the way you like it for yourself. What makes you happy? I'm trying to decide where the fender actually is. On that front. Hey, Diane. Thank you for joining tonight. Okay, I think I need to go down. With a straight line right there. We'll see. Thank you for sprinkling. You guys are great. Okay. Let me paint the cab of my truck. And it's got to have a straight line for sure. Run across that heart. Maybe the heart was supposed to be in front of the cab of the truck, but it's not now. I may fix that in a minute. Okay, so here's what I've got so far. I'm going to paint my fenders a silvery color. I think I've got a silver. Here's a metallic something. Yeah, let's do this. And I may mix a little bit of black in with it. We'll see. The good thing is, if I don't like it, we can always change it. May mix a little bit of black. It's a little pretty light. So I'm just gonna add, let me get my paints out of the way. Sorry, you guys. I forget what my camera's seeing. Mix in a little bit of black just to darken it up a little bit. It was pretty light. That's what it is, Diane. Hey, Ellie. So my heart is hanging off the passenger side of the truck. That's what we're going to call it tonight. Okay. Yeah, by doing my fenders a different color, then I can paint my wheels, actually, my tires black. Because my blacks will be separated. So, do you guys find painting therapeutic? I do. It's relaxing. I love to watch somebody else paint. It's kind of mesmerizing sometimes. And I just try not to be too hard on myself, which, when I'm doing the painting, which can be difficult sometimes because I tend to be hard. So there's the back one. Do the front. Yeah, I like this color. And I got a little headlight here. Need to do something with that thing. So for anybody who is not familiar, the Happy Home Creators Club starts this month. This is the very first month for it. The first live class in my home is actually tomorrow night. It's booked. Not taking any last minute sign-ins, but it will be monthly. So if you are local, Oh, I'm the Bob Ross. Oh, wow, that is a big compliment. If you're local, then you can come, you can join us for the February class possibly, if there are openings. And if you're not local, I am doing a virtual class via Facebook Live. This is what I have so far. And that will be open again for starting the month of February too. It is a subscription class, both of those, the live class in my home as well as the virtual class on Facebook are subscriptions, but you can join and cancel from 1 month to the next. It's totally up to you. You just have to let me know what you want to do. But I'm just throwing that out there because tomorrow night is my first night. And you guys, I'm a little nervous. I'm actually a lot nervous. I mean, I know I'll handle it. I know it'll be great. I'm going to have a ball, and I hope everybody attending has a good time. But, I mean, you know, when you do something for the very first time, you can't help but be nervous. Or I can't anyway. Okay, so that's what I have so far. I'm going to add some little black marks because this truck is looking too perfect and clean. Not really sure exactly what I'm doing, but change it up a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit of silver up here. I think this is right around where the door should open. And look, these tires, the wheels are little hearts. They're super cute. Okay, I need a little bit of white on my white paint. And then I've got a couple of pinks and the red again for the hearts. The white is just going to be for this light, the headlight on the front. Like, I think it's a headlight. If it's not a headlight, it is now. Truck needs mud. Oh, Anna, I got you. So Bob Ross says happy little trees, so I'm going to say happy little bows. That'll be my trademark. Look, that went right over my head. But I got it now. Totally understand now. Okay, let me paint these tires real fast. I'm anxious to move on to the hearts because this thing needs color. I think I'm going to make the little heart hubcaps or whatever they are, I think I'm going to make them red in the middle of these tires. We're going to decorate it up. Maybe just pink. We'll see. Kind of depend on how bright that pink is when I pour it out. Diane, I do try not to be nervous around friends. I try not to be nervous around anybody, but you know how that goes. Sometimes I'm not successful, maybe. I think I messed that one up just a smidge. So tonight's project actually has several different painting elements when you take into consideration the truck and the hoop and the fabric and all the good stuff. But once we get it done painted, then we can put it all together. It's going to be so cute. This will make a cute door hanger. It would make a cute, just a wall decor hanger. Not really sure where it's going to go. It's going to join me on the wall behind me, I guess, for the time being. Okay, got my tires. They're drying. Okay, I've got a couple of different pinks here. That one's old and crusty. Got a very, very pale pink and then a brighter pink. I'm running out of spaces on my Bob Ross paint tray. That almost was bad. Dropping stuff. Okay. I actually got a little bit of pink right in the middle of my door. Fix that. Okay, what do you guys think? Pink for the insides of my heart hubcaps or whatever that is. I think that's what it's going to be. I'm going to do this pale pink to start with. A little bit of pink. Kind of shows that that heart is actually there. I mean, after all, it is a Valentine truck. So it can have pink, whatever these are. Hubcaps. Okay, now let's work on the fun part. The top, where these hearts are. I think this big one is going to be the bright pink. We'll have to put a couple of red ones on here too to match my embroidery hoop. And I'm thinking about the happy little bows now that's stuck in my head. However, I won't paint happy little bows. I just make happy little bows with ribbon. But that can be my little slogan. So this heart right here, the cutout, I actually need to freehand an edge around it so it can be a different color. Can you see that? Not sure if you guys can or not. Of course, I'm holding it upside down. I'll tell you, right now what we all need is a truckload of hearts. Lots of love to spread around. Okay. Got to be a little careful when I get up next to another color. Okay, so the big one is bright pink. Looking cute so far. And let's go back to some red. Actually, my red now has pink all in it too, so I'm just going to go ahead and doctor it up a little bit. I am very guilty of mixing my paints on my brush and not swapping it out all the time. Well, that made a pretty color. Y'all, I really do try to talk the whole time, but sometimes when I'm painting, I just can't. Okay, here's what we've got so far. It's looking more Valentine-y. I really think I need to put a little bit more color at the bottom somewhere, but we'll get to that in a minute. I think this little bitty heart back here at the back is going to be white. Can't say that I love it white. It may be white with some polka dots. Yes, pink polka dots. Can you guys see the little pink polka dots? Cute. Now I'm trying to decide. I need to dry this just a little bit. Give me just a second. Because some of my colors are going to overlap a little. I need to be able to cover it over. Bows do make everything better. I'm here to tell you guys. Anna's got it right. Happy little bows. I think it's cute so far. And this one needs to be, this is that open heart right there in the middle. It's going to be the light pale pink. It's not going to show up good enough, I don't think. It might be okay. Turn it around a little bit. There we go. Now it stands out. Okay. I had a thought about polka dots, and I really think I'm going to polka dot both of these big hearts, but with an actual little dauber. It's just a foam dauber brush. I have to lay it down. My hand's not steady enough. Yes, we needed to add some more color. How how cute. Can you guys see that? Some of the little polka dots have to hang over the side. You guys don't forget to be sprinkling along. And when you do, let me know, because you never know when I might do a giveaway. I don't have one planned for this week. How cute. Okay, I think I'm going to do pink hearts on that red, or pink dots on that red one. But I'm going to look for a smaller. No, might have to be the same size dauber. Thought I had one even smaller, but I don't. So we'll just polka dot them all up. Okay. That is a truck full of love right there. Super cute. Do you think it needs something on the door? Do I need a heart right here? I think I do. And I think it needs to be the red color. Maybe add a little bit more red here. I've mixed all my colors together. Let's see if I can freehand a little heart. Get a smaller brush, I know that. My little bitty heart may have gotten really big. Bigger hearts are better. And my paint's rather thick. Okay, I'm gonna have to leave that alone, let it dry for a minute, and come back and put another coat on it, okay? All right, so I'm gonna lay this aside. I'm not finished. I still wanna work on that door a little bit, but I'm gonna go on and take care of my, getting my fabric on my embroidery hoop. So here's the bottom hoop. This is the one that goes on the inside. And there is my top hoop. Thanks, Mom. Thank you for sprinkling, Lene. Thank you, Anna. Okay, so here is my fabric. It's got the buffalo check. I just need to make sure that all of the check is going to be, that I want to use is going to be on my hoop. And that none of it, the middle section here is going to be where the truck actually sits. So, and this is my bottom, this is my top. Am I saying that right? I'm going to change it. I'm going to make this my top. Okay, once you get it in position, you just slip it down over that bottom hoop, stretch it out tight. That will take out some of my wrinkles. And then once I get it on, I can actually go from the back and pull it super taut. There's one little loose spot right there. Okay, so now I have my buffalo check inside. Now this is distressed. There's some spots that are missing paint. That's okay. I'm gonna flip this over. Let me tighten it up a little bit. Flip it over, cut off all my extra. Just take the scissors right up to the edge. So you guys that have watched quite a bit, I'm sure you have seen me do at least a half a dozen projects with this one little piece of muslin fabric that I've been working with, and I think it was a yard, like $3 and something a yard maybe, at Hobby Lobby back in the fall time. And I have done project after project after project with it. And I've still got more left. So I can still do something else using the same fabric. So if you're making something, you have to think about everything that you can get out of the money that you're spending. How to make your decorating budget go farther. Isn't that cute? Okay, let's put our truck on. And that, my heart is still not dry, so I'm gonna go ahead and dry it a little bit. It still needs another coat of paint. But you will see why I painted this truck black in a minute. I'm gonna show you some really cute ribbons. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and glue this down, and then I'm going to go and add more paint. Now I'm not really sure I like that direction. I really should have put my hoop on this direction, but I didn't. And I can't take it back off now because I've already cut off all my extra. I will never get it back in there straight. So I just have to go with it. Okay, I've got my hot glue gun. It's hot. I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. I'm liberally applying the glue, but I want to put it where it's not going to seep through any of those open seams. And because it is soft fabric, I need to touch it from the back side and mash from the front. Okay, here's what we have so far. Looking cute. What do you guys think? Okay, I'm gonna go and work on my little red heart one more time. Get my red paintbrush. Just needs another coat. Probably because I painted over the black paint. That looks much better. Okay. Put that back out of the way. All right, while this is drying, I'm going to make my hanger for it. And of course, I am using red and white beads for my hanger. Now, these are beads that I bought at Christmas time. It was actually a garland, like you would put on your Christmas tree. And this one is actually still strung. And I just put glue on the end. Actually, I knotted the end of it. So I think I can just use this, cut off what I want for my hook, my hanger, and use it just like it is without restringing it. So that's my plan. See about how long I want it to be. This makes life so much easier if you've already got a garland on a string. Let me grab a drink really fast. Hey, Betsy, thank you for sprinkling. Hey, Leah, thank you. Sorry. And it doesn't matter if you're late, Betsy. You're never too late. As long as you can see the finished project, that's all that really matters. Okay, I'm going to dry this heart so I can flip this over and put my hanger on and then make a bow. I hope you guys like this as much as I do. Okay, I'm going to turn it over, lay it down, and I'm literally just going to glue my beads, the string from my beads on each side. I've lost my little hot glue holder. There it is. Okay. Y'all, I'm really guilty of not measuring to make sure that I've got something centered. I usually just eyeball it. And I think that looks pretty good. The biggest thing, if you're gluing beads on as a hanger on any project, make sure that your beads, the bottom or the bead at the edge does not go on the back of the project, or else it won't lay flush on the wall. Does that make any sense? Like your bottom bead, the bead next to your project, next to your surface, that bead needs to lay on top of your frame or in front of your frame, so it will lay flat on the wall when you hang it, or on the door, or wherever it is you're hanging it. Got some loose threads. Trim that up. Trim off my excess. Make sure that's good and dry before I pick it up. But there's my hanger. So what I was saying is this bead, the bottom one's the white one, it needs to rest on top of the frame instead of behind it, or else it won't lay flush. Okay, so now all I've got to do is make a really cute bow. And this is why I painted the truck black. Look, little black truck bow ribbon for a bow. I can't even talk. Cute little bows, right? Good idea, Betsy. Honestly, I have not done a lot with my Cricut yet. I have started working with it, but I haven't done a whole lot. Thank you, Aunt Vicki. Okay, let me get some ribbons going. I'm going to make a messy bow. It's going to be very, very similar to, sorry, I'm backwards on the screen. Very similar to this one, but I'm going to add some more stuff to it tonight. Because I've got pink hearts on here, I need to add a little bit of pink. So I'm doing my buffalo, or not buffalo, but my burlap with the frayed edge. That's my favorite, always go to that. I love it. I've got the really pretty burlap hearts. Gotta have some hearts. And you guys, I just measure them out to where they're about the same length. If something's too long, you can go back and trim it later. I am going to dovetail these. So I've got both of these layers together, folded in half, cut a triangle out going from the inside fold to the outer edge where your wire is. If you're using wired ribbon, you may not be. Go ahead and do both of those. And you just start crisscrossing. I'll just crisscross these as I go. I've got gingham check or buffalo. I don't know if this is buffalo or gingham. Either way, it's cute. And I'm gonna do the same thing on these. Fold it in half and make my little points. So you cut from the fold out to the wire. I forgot to use this earlier today. I've got polka dots, and since I put polka dots all over my hearts, I need to make sure I use this. This came from the Dollar Tree. The rest of this came from, so far, it came from Hobby Lobby. This is Dollar Tree. I think I got this back before Christmas, maybe in the fall even. I mean, you find burlap anything at the Dollar Tree, especially 1.5 inches wide, buy it. It's a good deal. A couple of those. I bought it in red and black and white. I think that's all my colors. Cut my corners. And just keep layering on. Okay, now I have got all of these. I've got some black. These came from Walmart. 98 cents, you guys, in the Valentine department. This is black with hearts. This is a pink and white stripe with hearts. And this is just red with hearts. So I think I'm gonna use all of those, but let me cut my trucks first. I know I have to have trucks. Take care of those corners. There we go. Make sure they're laying the right direction. This is going to be so cute. Hope you guys like it. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Hope you've learned something. I hope I've inspired you to create something. And to not be afraid. Just enjoy life. The older I get, the more I realize that I just need to stop and enjoy life and not stress and sweat the small stuff. I'm really hard on myself when it comes to, I try to be perfect with everything. You can't be. Now, these little skinny pieces of ribbon, I am not going to do the corners. I'm not going to dovetail them. It's just kind of hard. If I can get this one open. I thought all of these were just super fun. Cute. Okay, so that is all of my ribbons that I'm going to use. I think I'm going to do the red. Red. And then maybe the black. And then the pink. This is going to be so cute. Okay, I need a piece of jute. Hey, Angie. Hey, Joan. You guys are late, but it's okay. You're catching the best part. I have been working on a Valentine truck hanger. This is what we have so far. And now I'm making the bow, and then we'll be all finished. But as long as you catch the end product, you've caught the best part. Okay, this is a really thick bundle. It's just an X. Everything's in an X. It's really thick. I'm going to take it and just kind of scrunch it a little bit to make sure that I can tie it tight. I literally lay my jute across the front, keep scrunching, turn it upside down, and then tie a knot. How easy is that? Get it super tight. And then cut off the ends. And then you have a super cute bow that you just fluff out all different directions. Excuse me, just 1 second, ladies. I'm beginning to wonder if I will ever quit coughing. Eventually, it's going to go away. I just don't know when. Okay, and then there is our cute little fluffy, crazy, messy bow. I like that it's got the dark, it's got the light pinks, it's got the reds. And I think I'm going to do this a little different this time. Normally, I put it right square in the middle, like that. But I've got all this blank space because I did this upside down. And so I think it's actually going to go, switch hands, right there. I still want it to cover up my hook at the top of my embroidery hoop. So I will angle it up that way, but, okay, lots of glue. I want to make sure that it holds really tight. And then that takes care of all that negative space there, all of that empty, wide open space. You like that, Leah? Such a happy little bow, Anna. So cute. And I'm mashing from the back because I'm working with such a soft surface. Make sure it's good and secure. I use extra hot glue. So it's actually high temp glue. So it takes a minute for it to cool. If you keep tugging on it before it's cool, you can tug it right off. And then just fluff out your little pieces any way you want them to go. Let them be crazy. And there you have a cute truck hanger. So cute. So you guys tell me what you think. Did it turn out cute? I mean, I think it did, so. But I want to know your opinion. There's one little pucker I'm still trying to get pulled through that embroidery hoop. I got it. There it goes. Now I can trim this off. There we go. Okay, you guys, that is it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed. Hey, Hope. Glad you like it. Thank you, Angie. Thank you, Joan. I think it turned out great. I got a big heart. Thank you, Betsy. Oh, Betsy, I'm your favorite crafter to watch. Okay, that's really saying something because I watch some amazing crafters. I mean, I look at things that they create and I'm just like, oh, if I could only be half as good as they are. So I really appreciate that big compliment. Angie, thank you for sprinkling. Thank you, Marissa. Thanks, Mom. Okay, I am going to go for now. I have got to get up and walk around the table and turn myself off, turn the computer off or the tablet. But I just hope I inspired you guys today to take a little time out of a crazy, hectic, turned upside down world that we're living in right now and create something and make your home a happy place. You guys, I think I may have to keep this one. This one may have to be hung up for me. I think I may actually have a new favorite. So I'm going to go for tonight. You guys have a great night, and I will see you probably again tomorrow. Not tomorrow night, tomorrow during the day, because I have Creators Club tomorrow night, which I'm excited about. Thank you, Patsy. Okay, see you guys later. Thanks for joining me. Bye.